Okay, let's be honest for a second. We've all seen those AI images that look like they were generated in someone's fever dream. You know the ones: 6 fingers, teeth that look like a keyboard, eyes staring into different dimensions. It's giving Uncanny Valley on steroids. We've also seen AI avatars that don't have any physical problems, but look, plastic, Barbie and Ken vibes. Face so smooth you could go skating. No bueno, that's not what we teach here. We love realism. We want to see images like these. Images so realistic, you'd swear they were shot by a professional photographer with a $10,000 camera setup. And you think, how? What sorcery is this? Well, today I'm pulling back the curtain and showing you exactly how to create images that don't just look good, they look real. And here's the thing. Once you master this skill, you're not just making pretty pictures, you're creating assets that brands will literally pay you for. I'm Amy, the digital host of Digital Muse Academy, and I teach creators how to build and monetize AI avatars. Whether you're trying to land your first UGC deal, build a faceless brand, or just create content that doesn't look, well, artificial, this video's for you. Let's dive in, Buttercup. Here's what nobody tells you about AI image generation. The AI doesn't know what realistic means. It doesn't understand what makes something look real versus fake. You have to teach it through your prompt. And there are 4 specific areas where most people absolutely drop the ball. Lighting, the difference between flat and dimensional. Camera specifications, what separates a photo from a render. Emotions and expression, dead eyes versus soul. And finally, skin and hair texture, plastic versus human. Miss even one of these in your prompt, your image looks AI generated. Include all 4 with the right keywords. Your image looks like it was shot by a professional photographer. So let's break down exactly what to write for each one, starting with the one that most people completely ignore. Lighting. Lighting is everything, and I mean everything. You can have the most beautiful AI avatar, perfect anatomy, gorgeous setting, but if your lighting is flat and boring, it looks fake. See this? This is what happens when you don't specify lighting. It's evenly lit, no shadows, no depth, no life. It looks like a Sims character, but this, same avatar, same outfit, same setting, completely different image. Why? Because I told the AI exactly how to light it. Here are the lighting keywords that will change your life. For natural influencer style content, you want your prompt to say things like soft natural window light from the left, golden hour sunlight, warm tones, backlit, diffuse morning light, bright and airy, soft shadows, indirect sunlight. For dramatic editorial content, cinematic side lighting, chiaroscuro effect, dramatic rim lighting on hair, high contrast, deep shadows, moody atmosphere, single key light from 45-degree angle. For professional commercial content, soft studio lighting, 3-point setup, ring light effect, even illumination, professional beauty lighting, no harsh shadows, softbox lighting, flattering and clean. But here's the critical part most people miss. You need to specify where the light is coming from, what kind of light it is, and what effect it creates, bad. Good lighting, good. Soft golden hour, sunlight from the right, creating warm rim light on hair and soft shadows on face, bad. Nice light, good. Diffused window light from left side, bright and airy feel, subtle shadows that add dimension. See the difference? One is vague and lazy. The other is specific and intentional. And this is just lighting. Inside Digital Muse Academy, we have entire prompt libraries with lighting setups for every scenario, product shots, lifestyle content, fashion, beauty, UGC style, all ready for you to copy and customize. Because when you're trying to land a brand deal, they're not looking for mediocre lighting. They want premium. All right, next up, camera specs. And this one is sneaky important. Okay, this is where things get technical, but trust me, this is the secret sauce. When you include camera specifications in your prompt, you're telling the AI, this isn't just an image, this is a photograph. This image, no camera specs in the prompt. It looks digital, illustrated. It's truly giving AI Pro Max. This one, I added camera specs. Suddenly it has that photographic quality, that depth, that realness, that shot on a professional camera feel. Here's what you need to include. 1. Camera body. These add credibility and specific colour and quality signatures. Shot on Canon EOS R5 for warm, natural colours. Shot on Sony A7 IV for sharp, slightly cool tones. Shot on Nikon Z9 for rich colours, high detail. Shot on Fujifilm X-T5 for film-like quality, beautiful skin tones. 2. Lens specifications. This controls depth, perspective and that professional blur. 85mm f1.4 lens for portraits, beautiful bokeh, compressed background. 50mm f1.8 lens for natural perspective, slight background blur. 35mm f2.0 lens for environmental portraits, context visible. 24mm f2.8 lens for wider shots, more setting visible. 3. Depth of field. This creates that professional photography separation. Shallow depth of field, blurred background, soft bokeh in background, subject in sharp focus, background softly blurred, creamy background separation. 4. Technical quality. These boost overall realism, professional photography. 8K resolution, ultra detailed, sharp focus on subject, film grain for organic feel. Now here's a complete camera prompt if you're trying to be next level. Shot on Canon EOS R5, 85mm f1.4 lens, shallow depth of field with soft bokeh, professional photography, sharp focus on subject, 8K resolution, ultra detailed, subtle film grain. See how photographic that looks? That's not an accident, that's intentional prompting. Without camera specs, looks AI generated, and with camera specs, looks like a professional photo shoot. And here's why this matters if you're about the money. When you pitch a brand with images that look like professional photography, you're not competing with amateur AI creators. You're competing with photographers, and guess what? You can deliver content faster and cheaper than a traditional photo shoot. That's your competitive advantage. This is exactly the kind of stuff we dive deep into in Digital Muse Academy. Not just how to make pretty pictures, but how to make pictures that brands will pay for. Because there's a big difference between creating content for fun and creating content that closes deals. Okay, next pillar, and this is where so many people fail. Hope you're keeping up. Okay, now can we talk about AI avatar eyes for a second? Because this is the #1 giveaway that an image is AI generated, dead, lifeless, soulless eyes. No emotion, no spark, just staring into the void like a haunted porcelain doll. And then people wonder why their content doesn't connect. Why engagement is low. Why brands pass on them. Because humans respond to emotion. We're wired to read faces, especially eyes. When you prompt for specific, authentic emotions, everything changes. Here's the breakdown. These are some of my favourite keywords for genuine emotion. Instead of smiling, try saying genuine Duchenne smile. Crow's feet visible, eyes smiling. Warm, authentic smile reaching the eyes. Joyful expression, natural laugh lines. Eyes slightly squinted from genuine smile. Instead of happy, try saying candid moment of laughter, eyes bright and engaged. Spontaneous joy, natural and unposed. Authentic happiness, relaxed facial muscles. Instead of looking at camera, try saying direct eye contact, confident and engaging gaze. Soft focus on camera, approachable expression. Looking at viewer with warmth and connection. Eyes showing personality and depth. Micro expressions matter. You can add these details for next level realism. Slight asymmetry and smile, more natural. One eyebrow slightly raised, more personality. Head tilted 15 degrees, more approachable. Natural micro expressions, not perfectly symmetrical. Here's the thing, real human faces aren't perfectly symmetrical. They have quirks, asymmetry, character. When your AI image is too perfect, it looks fake. So I actually prompt for slight imperfections, natural facial asymmetry, authentic human expression with micro movements, candid not overly posed, natural imperfections that add character. That's what makes an avatar feel human. That's what makes people stop scrolling. That's what makes brands say, yes, we want to work with her. And if you're thinking, okay, Amy, I want to create avatars that actually convert, then you need to join Digital Muse Academy, because we don't just teach you how to make images. We teach you how to create avatars with personality. Avatars that build trust. Avatars that make money. You can ask questions, get feedback on your prompts, see what's working for others. Currently only $9 a month for newbies. Link in the description. Now, final pillar. And this is the one that's most overlooked. I hope you're still listening, because at the end of this video, I'll be sharing my one secret tip on how to get that 3D textured skin that is so sharp you can zoom right into the pores. Alright, final piece of the puzzle, texture. Specifically, skin and hair texture. This is what happens when you don't prompt for texture. The skin looks like plastic, airbrushed to oblivion, zero pores, zero realism. It's giving Barbie doll. It's giving video game character. It's giving I was obviously made by AI. But this has texture. Visible pores, natural skin variation, human skin. Here's how you get there. These are some of my favourite skin texture keywords. For realistic skin, use words like natural skin texture with visible pores, skin with subtle imperfections and variation, realistic skin texture, not overly smooth, detailed skin with natural pores and fine lines, skin texture visible in close-up, photorealistic. For specific skin types, use words like warm brown skin with natural glow, not just dark skin, fair skin with freckles and natural redness, olive skin tone with visible texture, dewy skin with natural highlights and dimension. Avoid flawless skin, reads as plastic, perfect skin, reads as fake, smooth skins, reads as overprocessed. Now, my favourite hair texture keywords. This is huge for realism. For natural hair, you want to add individual hair strands, visible and defined, natural hair texture with volume and movement, flyaways and baby hairs visible, adds realism, hair with natural variation in colour and tone, textured hair with depth and dimension. For specific hair types, wavy hair with defined curls, individual strands visible, straight hair with natural shine and movement, type 4 C curls with defined coils and texture, loose waves with flyaways catching light. Here's what's wild. These little details, the baby hairs, the skin texture, the pore visibility, they're what sell the realism. Your brain knows when something looks too perfect. It triggers the "this is fake" alarm. But when you see natural imperfections, your brain goes, yep, that's a real person. So when you combine professional lighting that creates dimension, camera specs that add photographic quality, genuine emotion in the eyes and expression, realistic skin and hair texture, you get this, an image that doesn't just look good, it looks real, an image that brands will pay for, an image that builds trust with an audience, an image that can make you money. Look, I'm going to be real with you. Most people creating AI avatars right now, they're making pretty pictures, and that's fine. But if you want to make money from this, if you want brands reaching out to you, if you want to build a faceless brand that earns income, you can't just make pretty pictures. You need to make professional pictures. A year ago, creating AI images this realistic? Not possible. 6 months ago? Still pretty tough. Now, you literally have the blueprint. Lighting, camera, emotion, texture. Master those 4 and you're not just creating AI content, you're creating assets that have real market value. So go create something incredible, pay attention to those 4 pillars, make something that makes people do a double take. And when you're ready to turn this skill into actual income, I'll see you inside Digital Muse Academy. Thanks for watching. Now go make some magic.
We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to.